Crunch time. Morning, folks. And welcome to Breakfast Stream. The first sip of coffee of the day is a nice moment. Nice little moment.
It's too hot.
To drink?
Mm-hmm. Is that still thunder I'm hearing?
Maybe. It was thundering like crazy last night. I mean, like, whole house going.
Yeah.
Kepler was like, "Don't love it," and it went on for a long time, and then we got in bed, and he jumped up on the bed and had cuddled down, and he was like, "Asleep," and then, and he would just very suddenly go, but he wouldn't leave the bed. He was still there. He's like looking all around, and then it would pass. And then slowly, then it would happen again. Process repeated.
Kepi had a long night.
He had a long night, but he's good. Now he's resting at the back door. Anyway, welcome to Thursday morning. It is the 7th. Yes, April 7th, 2022. Yesterday was Dan's birthday. Dan did a Animal Crossing stream, which was really nice. I had intended to be there. I was not.
We were celebrating my birthday.
We were celebrating Mal's birthday. I thought Dan was going to go for about 3 hours, and I showed up just like around like the 2 hour 20-minute mark, and he had just finished, and I was like, okay. But it's fine.
Mm-hmm.
It's fine. And it was also Mal's birthday. Did I make the brownies? No. But
we were out all day.
But the packaging for the brownies made its way from the pantry to the counter. And that is like huge. That's big. Because that meant that there was intention.
We were out all day, but there was cake at your parents' house.
I'm
I didn't know there was going to be cake. So at dinner I was like, oh, cheesecake sounds good.
Yeah, we had fruit salad.
Mm-hmm.
But there was also angel food cake. So there ended up being a lot of cake. So I've got some fruit salad this morning. How could you not know Deb would make it? I mean, because we had specifically requested fruit salad. We're like, oh, fruit salad this year. And she was like, are you sure you don't want a cake?
And we were like, yes.
Yeah, fruit salad sounds really good. And she's like, okay. And when we get over there, of course, she's like, also there's a cake. Her reasoning, I believe, was the candles needed something to go in.
Look how big those grapes are, by the way.
I wish I had something for scale, but this is a very large grape. This grape is at least like an inch.
It's huge.
It's a big grape. And it's very cold. Very cold. Oh boy. Woo! Woo! It's not that I want my fruit room temp necessarily, but like, that was just, because it was so big, there's so much juice in it or whatever, and it's all very cold on my teeth.
Well, there wasn't really a good spot to put it in the fridge. So it's on the top shelf.
Which is the cold one?
The cold spot.
The cold spot. Mr. Gameboy says, at this point you should just tell her what you want, knowing she will get/make it for you. But we did that. We said we'd like fruit salad. And she made it. And then she also got a cake. So, I don't know how better to phrase things. It just happens. Anyway, it was a good day yesterday, though. That's kind of the takeaway. I
had a great day.
Mao had a good birthday.
You got blood work.
Mao had a great birthday. I had my blood taken from my body. Everyone was happy. I did get my blood work done. I also got my colonoscopy scheduled, so it was a very memorable birthday. Early May. That's when I'm getting that done. And I don't have to have a second endoscopy. That, I believe, was just a mistake. I hope. But I did confirm yesterday that I don't have to have another one. So that's good. Anyway, looking forward to drinking stuff. Let's read some alerts. We get 300 bits from Satsy the Mathead. Getting delivery with a "Here you are, girlfriend" from my neighbor is not a pleasant way to start the day. Also, don't make jokes like that when I'm getting a delivery of knives, maybe. Just sent an error? It's just like a delivery issue? Probably not intentional, just a... What's the word? A flub? A flub. Oh, the neighbor said it. Oh. Oh! Oh. Well... In that case, I can't help it. I thought it was a package that said that and it got delivered to the wrong place. Well, you know, you're still getting those knives. You said in jest, but that was not used. I'm sorry. But again, you are getting those knives. So, I'm not advocating for violence. Oh, you're getting cookies. You already worried, Chad.
We keep getting mail for one of our neighbors who forgot a number in theirs.
We've also got... Wait, is that what we're getting?
We've gotten 3 things for the same person with the same wrong house address.
They live here? Like,
pretty sure they live up the street. They're messing up one of the numbers.
Because if you move somewhere that someone has lived previously...
Because we've never seen this name before, and we've lived here.
That's the thing. Mm-hmm. Like, you get mail occasionally for other old residents from the house. Depending on how irresponsible they were, it could be often, or it could be rare.
It could be 3 years after.
Yeah, but this is one specifically that we had never seen before, and it turns out it's because they must have filled something out wrong.
I'm pretty sure I know who it is on the street. But I didn't want to assume, so I just wrote on the outside, "Return to sender. Person does not live at the address."
Also... And
I put a post-it on top. It was like, "Hey, mail carrier, I'm pretty sure this person lives at this house. So maybe they would deliver it."
Yeah, they could check.
But...
Also, in the world of, like... anxieties over specific things, for me, one of my big ones is moving and my mail not being forwarded or something. Like knowing that my mail... I take
care of that.
I know, but it's not like... That's not the problem. It's like you do everything you can. You think of every single thing you need to change, and then you're inherently going to miss something, right? It's just going to happen. And I worry about, like, the mail forwarding only works for like 6 months or whatever, so you just miss out on something important. That's one of the big anxious things for me, is like moving and then being like, we didn't get this thing, and then realizing that it is not coming.
Well, one of the things I hope for us when we move next is that we can have both places for a month or maybe 2, so we can, like, start sending all the mail to the new place immediately, and then we'll also still be here that we can catch anything. That's my hope.
I mean, sure. I believe that.
We'll see.
We also got 27 months from Jacket K, 100 bits from Dark Sky Destiny, 10 months from Joe WTG, 7 months from Rowan34, 43 months from Tachi Gamer 96, 24 months from Tobias the Giant. That's a 2. 43 months from Skit Scott, 18 months from Speed Lunky, 39 from Vegetable Sorbet, 43 months from JCJX. 30 bits from Thorough Down says, it's safe to say that if Deb is ever replaced by an alien or robot or something, the easiest way to know she's an imposter would be if she doesn't prepare baked goods.
She said she was making banana bread today.
Yeah. Which I look forward to. Sorry.
What was that?
It was like whether you call something that's before a burp.
Indigestion?
Maybe? It was a pre-burp. Like, it did all the but it didn't get to here. Because here is where the burp, like, loads. This is where the burp goes into the chamber. This is just... I get kind of gas, but, like, gas with the intention of creating a burp. So it's a very specific... a burp. The burp build up. I hope you're all enjoying breakfast. Thank you, Brandon. 300 bits from Radio Dread says, oh, I can do this one. Raising a racket like a yakety yak. It's Paradise Line again. See, that song's hard because I haven't explicitly heard that song in a long time, so I have to think really thoroughly through the music that's playing, like, what does that song sound like?
Do 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 do.
Raising a rackety rack, da da da. 40 bits from Gamer Girl Life says, so I have good and bad news. Good news is that my aunt is home from the hospital. Bad news is my dad's boyfriend is in the hospital. Well, that is, I guess, as you said, both good and bad. I'm glad that your aunt's home, and I wish your dad's boyfriend well. That is unfortunate, but at least there is a good thing in there, as opposed to let me list multiple bad things. It's a bit of a yin-yang effect. Good vibes to him, so he gets feeling better soon. We got 300 bits from Ann, who says, I sometimes get mail for somebody who has my address, but in another zip code? He has an amazing name. Here's to you, Rondale Tolbert, wherever you are. That's a wild name. That name sounds very much like a like an author, like a what do they call a ghost name? Ghost name. Ghost writer name? Pen name? Is that what I'm looking for? Like when yeah, a pseudonym. A pen name is the word I was looking for. So, like, if you're gonna write fantasy, you know, you write fantasy as Rondale Tolbert. So it's a pretty good name. Like, if you saw Rondale Tolbert, I can't even say it, like embossed in gold on a hardcover book, you'd be like, whoa, where did the hobbits go this time? Now, let's not be hasty. Let's explore the concept of a ghost name. What would your ghost name be? Ooh. I would be... Oh, Mr. Spooky. Wait, no. Hold on. That one's too friendly. It would be...
XFIS.
No, it would be like... Something really, like, horror-esque, so like eldritch horror, but then with like a little whoop, like a little upper at the end.
A little uppercase.
A little something like, what's something that's like really like more? No, it has to be. This is gonna take some time.
Coffee.
It needs to be something that's got a lot of, like... Anyway. This is from Science Nerd. It says, have some celebration bits as I celebrate having a tangible plan for graduation next May with a chemistry degree. Nice!
Congratulations.
Coffee.
Congratulations! Having a tangible plan is... I mean, that's sometimes the hardest part, is just knowing exactly what you want to do. Ooh, Tangible's a good ghost name.
Okay.
Because you're not... Oh, anti-tangible. Wait, that's not scary either. Larry Stabhouse.
You almost got stabbed last night at a restaurant.
I know. It was great. As soon as it happened, I was like, "Wow, wait till Disco and hears about this." She's like, "You should just tweet it." I was like, "You can't just tweet. I almost got stabbed at a restaurant without additional context." It was not an assault. It was the waitress was taking a plate from me, and the fork fell off.
And she said, "Oh, sorry, I was just trying to stab you."
And then I just started laughing because I was like, "Oh, it's fine." Kind of used to it now.
She was fun.
She was fun. Anyway, congrats again to Science Nerd for having a plan. And for giving me the ghost name...
Tangible?
Anti-tangible. Or maybe almost tangible. These are worse than Mr. Spooky. Mr. Spooky sounds like a bad ice cream truck. You want to go get something from Mr. Spooky? Not after last time, man. The song that plays... The desire to explore this for at least 10 more minutes is strong, but I'll move on. 300 bits from Anne, who says, I sometimes get mail for some... Wait, that's what I read. So anyway, back to Mr. Spooky. 300 from JCJX. It says, happy belated birthday, Steven. Happy belated birthday, Tim. Happy birthday, Mao. Happy birthday, Dan. Happy early birthday, Emil. Cakes for everyone. An additional pretzel for Steven.
He got a pretzel yesterday.
I did get a pretzel yesterday. One of the things that Mao wanted to do on her birthday is she wanted to go look for shoes, because the shoes that she's had for like
I just want my shoes again, brand new.
Mao wears these ballet flats, and she's worn them primarily. That's been her primary shoe for like 6 years.
I think I had them when we went to Japan last. I think I got them like the summer before that.
It's not 6 years.
No.
But it's still a long time.
It is a long time.
Because that's like mostly what you wear. If you're not wearing sandals, that's what you wear. And she's like, I just really want another pair so they'll work good. So we went and we looked for shoes at the shopping outlet. And while we were there...
We went to a Tanger.
Mal took me to the food cart and was like, you should get a pretzel.
Get yourself a pretzel.
Get yourself a pretzel.
You've been going to shoe store after shoe store. We went to like 4 shoe stores.
Yeah, you didn't actually find any shoes.
No.
But you tried.
I tried.
You tried.
And then I went on the website because then I knew what size I was. Because they were worn off my old pair.
Hmm.
I didn't like
Want
any.
to feel messy? Eat Tiny Eddie's custard in a pouch.
Wow, that is a good way to feel messy. Also, custard in a pouch is really not that different from like a mustard packet. I was going to say a mustard packet. But yours made way more sense. That was 1,000 bits from The Thrill of. Hey Eddie, what do you serve just before you accidentally stab your customer? It's a good distraction tactic. Custard in a pouch.
Renee said, I too bribe my children to be good during shopping trips.
I want to disagree with what you said, but I know in my heart that I can't. At least, at very minimum, at least it was a surprise and not something like...
That I held over you the whole trip?
Like we get there and Mal's like, now if you're good.
No.
Woo, woo, woo.
It was after we were done. I walked over and I was like, oh, let's go find a map to make sure I didn't miss a shoe store. And we did, and then it was conveniently next to the food court. And I was like, let's go in here.
That's also what spurred the tweet yesterday, because I asked people, I said, let's do a poll. You're getting a soft pretzel, do you get salted or cinnamon sugar? And I very deliberately did not include an option for both, because I wanted people to answer with their heart. Because I would have been like, both, yeah, both, I like both. But I wanted people to choose. And I think it's just about the same. I think it's 66-34 now, but 65-35. You know, just about...
sugar all the way.
You know, whatever that is, 2-1.
Want to feel flaming? Eat Tiny Eddie's Tiny Lobster Shortbread.
Is it
it's
flambéed, Eddie?
Yes. Yes, it is. Also another shortbread. That's from Science Nerd. It says, might as well see what Eddie has for me, too. Tiny Eddie's... I like the wordplay of Tiny Eddie's Tiny Lobster Shortbread. Oh, that's just a, Maine. Help me. Maine. The U.S. state. Maine.
I know exactly what you want.
Please.
But I'm letting you sit there.
Maine. Lobster roll, thank you. Lobster roll. Yeah. Anyway, that sounds like a lobster roll.
A flambéed lobster roll.
Sorry, New England. Maine. That has not been a good child today. Also, there's two... little fun fact for you if you didn't know.
There's two types of lobster rolls.
Two types of lobster rolls, and Stephen George will only eat one of them. And if they don't specify, Stephen George has to ask. But also, Stephen George does not eat enough lobster rolls for it to really be
pretty sure you've only ever had one.
Yes. Maybe two. Maybe I think I've had two. But there's mayo and there's butter. And I'm not a big mayo guy. I'm not a big mayo. Like, if mayo sneaks onto a sandwich, like, I can eat it. But I do complain to someone. Whoever's nearby, I'm like, sandwich has got mayo on it. And they're like, okay. I'm like, that's unfortunate.
We went to, like, one of the best places in Portland that has them. That has, like, the best reviews. And they had butter.
But the butter ones are great.
It was...
So.
For how much it was... I get it, it's lobster, but it was expensive.
Yeah, it was one of those things that was nice to try, but having eaten it, I'm not a big lobster guy just in general. Like, I don't get the appeal. It tastes fine, but it's not a big thing for me. I'm like, oh, okay, this is really expensive for what I perceive to be no reason. It was nice to try, and it tastes good, but like, would I ever order another lobster roll? Maybe if I was at a lobster party or something. Oh, snap! Rachel says, I'm so freaking pumped for my best friend's bachelorette party. I have plans. The restaurant we're going to has all-you-can-eat king crab legs. Sorry. Just gonna live vicariously through you. I haven't had crab legs in a long time. I've never had all-you-can-eat king crab legs. That's new. That would be new for me. I've had all-you-can-eat crab legs many times, because if you go to a seafood buffet around here, that's part of the experience, and also the one that I abuse. But never king crab legs. That would be something different. We haven't had crab legs in a long time though.
Yeah.
Because like pandemic hit, and then we just
didn't go to restaurants.
We didn't go to restaurants, and a lot of restaurants ended up shutting down. And the ones that were doing not so well were buffets, which is the ones that had those sorts of things. We still have some though.
Yeah.
And now that the numbers are down.
In the area for now. Yeah.
I'm just saying I wouldn't mind. It is fun to eat your weight in crab. Also, you gotta work for your food. I love that. I love that. That appeals to me on a very, like, deep level. You know, whenever they just... whether it's nuts or crab legs or something where you have to, like, really get in there and work for it. Yeah, primal. Ooh, that's a good word.
Maybe we'll go
Primal.
in 2 weeks.
Yeah, maybe. I mean, I like to see what else is on the buffet. But there's been many times where I have not ordered anything at all. Also, this is known as heavy metal crocheting. 300 bits from Safrina says, I live at XXX Some Court. I've gotten to know some neighbors at XXX Some Street. Well, since we have the same street number and near identical street names, they keep getting my packages and I keep getting theirs, including pizzas. Yeah, I guess the only thing that's different there, right, is a C and an S. The C for court and the S for street. So
we had something similar where our street name was similar to another street name, and Google actually had it wrong.
yes,
So, like,
yes. Oh, it was wild.
when friends would come visit, they'd put it in GPS because we had just moved, and it took them to the wrong spot.
What was so cool was that on Google,
you can submit error stuff.
well, when you went to Google Maps and you typed in the street name, it would like illuminate the street, and it was broken.
Yeah.
And there was like a mile apart from the two things, and like they weren't even the same. But it was very funny because it's like, oh yeah, this is where we live, and then this is some other street. And it's like, yep, same street. And I'm like, it's not.
No, they have different names.
No, it's not the same street, actually.
The street I grew up on changed from a lane to a court at some point, and our mail just started changing.
Did you ever think about the fact that, like, a Google Maps report is probably one of the
Few things.
Well, I was gonna say one of the few things on the internet that like a single person has like a huge effect on, because, hi Kyle.
Morning, Kyle.
Morning, Kyle. It's one of the few things that like a single person has a huge effect on, because normally if you need to incite change on a website or something, like you need multiple people submitting stuff and dealing with it.
Yeah.
But if it's like a street, there's
Only
not
so many people will see it.
Yeah.
Even. Mm-hmm.
So they're gonna take like one person very seriously, like, hey, Google, this is wrong, and then they're gonna look into it from just like one person. That's just kind of neat. Anyway, something to think about today. What else we got? 300 bits from Slick Duke, who says, I bought a box of Golden Grams after all of the talk here recently. I haven't had it in a long time and still holds up as one of my faves. I won't take the Golden Gram slander. Note, I eat cereal dry. They're fine. They're, like, in the world of cereal, they're certainly not bad. They're just, I wouldn't buy them again. If that...
There's other cereal you would rather have?
Oh, I'll tell you another cereal, actually, I could do a review for, is, we were at the Costco, and I wanted to get a cereal. I like getting cereal at the Costco because you get a lot of cereal, and it's, cheap. And I got Honey Bunches of Oats. And they're fine.
They're not Honey O's?
No, nothing can come close to Honey O's. Honey Bunches of Oats they're fine. They're like a default cereal or something. It's like the type of cereal that you would get at someone's house and you'd go, oh. And it's not like
Cereal
again, it's not bad, but it's not one that I would buy again. It's just kind of like,
I agree, NDL. Cracklin' Oat Bran is the GOAT.
I don't know. Did I ever have any when you bought it?
I don't know.
And if not, do you really want me to have a box of it and slander the cereal that you like?
You could try.
I could try to slander it?
I don't care what you think.
I mean, it might be good. Maybe I'd love it. I don't know. I'm not sure. But I've had a lot of... Most cereals are fine, but like that... And that's okay, but there's nothing better happening, you know what I mean? You have to elevate the cereal experience. Anyway, cereal of the year continues to be, so far, Honey O's. I recommend it.
I've been making overnight oats because I bought some old-fashioned oats for a recipe, and now I have a big container of them. And I always liked overnight oats, but they stopped. They used to sell it in these little, like, single packs. Mm-hmm. You just pour milk in and be like, okay, see you tomorrow.
One thing I will say...
But now they don't, so I've been having to make it myself.
One quick thing I will say really about Golden Grahams is that Golden Grahams strikes me as the perfect cereal to turn into...
a dessert?
A dessert.
A bar?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Because it's literally tiny graham crackers. So if you wanted to make some sort of s'mores bar, that would elevate Golden Grahams to have a purpose. And again, Golden Grahams is fine. It's just when I'm eating it, I'm like, I don't want to eat a bowl of graham crackers. This is not what I want. But it's fine. Plain Cheerios all day. It's not what I want.
You know what you should try? You should take the big container of pretzels downstairs, the Costco peanut butter pretzels, and put it in a bowl with some milk.
No, I don't think I will. I don't think I will do that, actually. No. Where's my nuts? Good timing. We got... This is 4 gift subs from Satsy. To CJ the Grand Hunter, It's Darkman64, Weenie Whistle, and the Bay XLR. Satsy, thank you. I like that name. Hold on, I'm gonna finish this coffee, and then I'm gonna work on fruit. Now we're on beans. All right. Hey, beans are fresh.
Listen, Sprite wine was just, I had a little in a cup, and I added a little of the other.
Excuse me. Beans are fresh actually as of this morning, because I was really hoping that I would have time to get the Patreon video done yesterday. I didn't. And I was like, okay, well, I'll be able to do it today for sure. And I was like, well, at the bare minimum, I need to make sure the people have fresh beans. So I got up this morning and I took care of that. So the beans are fresh. And I will have, unless something goes terribly awry, I will have a Patreon video out. It'll probably be tonight, but I'll finally have a video out tonight. And it should be a good video because there's actually quite a few things coming up, including some things in April. I think it'll be a good video for folks. Yeah. People will be like, what? And then I'll say, yeah. It'll happen just like that.
Brandon, have you ever even had Sprite wine?
Don't knock it till you try it.
Yes, and it sucks.
Well, in that case, knock it.
Yeah, go right ahead.
29 months from Epic DXX, 9 months from Haley May 88. We got 300 bits from Majors 10 who says, happy day after birthday, Mal.
Thanks. I appreciate all the birthday wishes, because I got a bunch on Twitter, too, and Discord. I just wasn't online a whole lot yesterday.
We were too busy looking at shoes.
And finding none.
And eating pretzels. 41 months from Arian661. 35 months from Rasaka Gaming 18. We got 300 bits from Satsy says, oh, don't worry, I have zip code problems too. I'm not just in an area with interchangeable codes. It's not. And unlike the other house, I'm not connected to a road. It drives me mad. Bear.
How does one make Sprite wine? I had a cup of a little bit of Sprite left, and I was going to finish it, But Chaz came over with a bottle of white wine and was like, here. And I was like, but I still have Sprite. He's like, well, finish it. And I'm like, I can't. Just put it in with the Sprite. And so he did. And then I drank it. And he was not happy about it. But I drank it.
And how would you rate that on a scale from 1 to 10?
It was not very good.
That's not what I asked.
But I didn't really think it was going to be a problem, and it was not good. It was not a lot of Sprite. It was like...
Do you remember there were some streams where folks were asking me to invent alcoholic beverages for some reason?
Mixers, yeah.
And I think Vagabond actually, like, made some of them.
Yeah.
Anyway, I wouldn't recommend it. But yeah, everyone enjoy your Sprite wine. Sprite wine, we got Easter's coming up. Perfect opportunity to serve your family Sprite wine.
Sorry, you reminded me of a childhood memory, and now I need to ask my mom.
About Sprite wine?
No.
Childhood Sprite wine?
No. Where's the text to my mom? There it is.
If you want your family to never visit you again, serve them Sprite wine. Could be helpful information. Really depends what your family's like. 13 months from Darth Mario 64. Arian 661 gifted to sub 2, not David Lynch. We got 300 bits from Line Rider. Says, Bear. Oh, it's starting with Bear. My family lives at the dead end street. That said, Bear, my family. It's like, what? My family lives at the dead end. That street continues on the other side, where our side starts with 1 through 11, and the other side starts with 12 plus. However, our house was 1201, so for digital maps, people who knew the area always got lost. I've seen that before. I've seen legitimate streets where there's a break in the middle, which I understand, but I also hate, because it tends to be super confusing for mapping software. So I understand that, not in a personal sensation, but only because I've seen it on a map before.
Want to feel tiny? Eat Tiny Eddie's cream balls.
Also, am I imagining that all of the beginning phrases
are starting to match up?
No, have they all been want to feel blank? Is this in my head?
Well, there was, do you want to feel flaming?
And there was another one before that.
What was the one before that?
That was like want to feel something.
I think Eddie needs some emotion.
Eddie, you doing okay? Chaz said, I made 14 new beginning phrases, and the random bot has picked the same one of the 4 3 times in a row. Messy, yeah, messy. Want to feel messy? Want to feel tiny? Want to feel flaming? I love it when that happens. That's from Soul CP Chan, who says, would Sprite wine be good with an Eddie food? Yeah, Sprite wine goes great with Eddie's cream balls, which I think I'm only just barely allowed to say on breakfast stream. That's like standing on the line of a Friday stream. Yeah. Yeah, that. Oh, here's something new.
Put it on your fish stick. Tiny Eddie's graduation mosquito puffs.
From MidstarkMan64, what do I want to feel today, Eddie? If you do this, sadness. Put it on your fish stick. Tiny Eddie's graduation mosquito puffs. Eddie just puts a bug zapper in the factory. It's like, perfect. Free ingredients.
I hate that.
Now what are we going to do with this?
I really hate that.
Sir, I don't know. Maybe put it on a fish stick? Brilliant! I love it. You're hired. But sir, I already work here. Oh.
Our last snack scientists invented Tiny Eddie's double prehistoric syrup buddies.
It's from the Leaf 473. Mr. Eddie, what can I have to wake up today? Tiny Eddie's double prehistoric Serp buddies.
I really like our last snack scientists, as if they're not there anymore.
We're starting to get some lore. With I guess Tiny Eddie started with interesting lore, but we're like, there's more happening. It's slowly becoming a horror environment, and I love it. I love it. It's very inspiring to me because it makes me want to do like a Tiny Eddie short. Anyway, double prehistoric Serp buddies. Also, ask your best friend if they want to be Serp buddies. Because if they say yes, they're good best friend material. 3 months from Snowshoe. And 300 bits from 2 random words. It says, just wanted to ask, do neither of you have inner monologue? What? I don't know what that means.
I mean, sometimes I like talk to myself. Not out loud.
Oh, I talk to myself out loud.
I know you do. Sometimes, especially if I'm having like a bad day or something, it's like I'll talk to myself and be like, alright, let's do this, and then we'll do this.
Do you think in words or concepts is the question. So I speak out loud a lot.
Sometimes I'll hear Steven talking, and I'm like, who is he on the phone with? And he's not.
Yeah. Yeah,
Sometimes you are.
I've done that, like, my entire life. Because that's... I don't know a good way of explaining it, but, like, speaking out loud and hearing yourself speak is one of the fundamentals of being able to... It's like a fundamental of, I guess, public speaking and comedy, and I just do it all the time. I've just always done it all the time. So, like, I will explain... So sometimes if I'm working at the computer, I will, like, explain what I'm doing to nobody, and I will think about the way in which I'm expressing myself and the way in which I'm saying the words, and then sometimes I'll just, like, say funny things out loud. And I'm not crazy, maybe, but it helps me have practice.
Ask your king about Tiny Eddie's dill and spicy messy fritters.
Ask your king. So Main Carnado 95. Tiny Eddie, what should I get Mao and Dan as a belated birthday gift? Also, belated herf Mao and Dan. Well, if your king says it's okay, how about some dill and spicy messy fritters? It's a bit of a word salad, isn't it? Dill and spicy messy fritters. Ask your king. Messy fritters. Sorry, the clapping is important. Yeah, TMNT syllables.
4 Megasaurs journey together in this cosmic sports game.
From Elite 473. Now, what game should I play with my Serp buddies?
Well, you play as 4 Megasauras.
It's basically like the Zelda game for GameCube. What's it called?
Four Swords?
Oh yeah, 4 Swords. Except it's four Soras.
Megasauras.
The legend of
Cosmic sports game.
So Blitzball. Well, I guess Blitzball's not cosmic. I say cosmic because it's something I don't know. It's got to be something on a larger scale.
The Legend of Mickey 4 Keyblades.
Cosmic sports would be like if you were playing soccer with the planets or something. Which I would like to say. Space Blitzball. Space Blitzball. Also, 1 Sora is enough Sora. Actually, if anything, 1 Sora might be too many Soras. 3 from Man who says, my family is a very weird tradition/joke. If anyone says, do you remember so-and-so? There's a good chance my mother will cheerfully pipe up, he's dead! I like that. It's got big,
Norm Macdonald energy.
Yes! Yes, I was about to say, I'm so glad you're on the same page. I was like, that's big Norm Macdonald energy, and I'm here for it. Anyway, he's dead. That's it. It's about time to watch Dirty Work again. God, your grapes are huge.
They still cold?
No. They've calmed down.
Warmed up?
Warmed up. Is that still cold? No, it's calmed down. It's calmed down now, thankfully.
Is your coffee hot? No, it's calmed down.
No, it's calmed down. I'm gonna start using that. That's good. I tell my food to calm down
These
as well.
grapes were feisty before.
Hey, calm down, grape. Calm down.
Pretty sure you and maybe someone in chat who might be here or might not would get that, and no one else.
I can tell that story. We had a friend. I don't even know if they were on the vlog. If they were, it was like the early years of the vlog. And well, there's two people involved, right?
Yeah.
There's one guy named Rupert, and then there's another guy named Chad. And I don't know how this thing between them got started, but occasionally Rupert would get uppity about something, and then Chad would say, "Calm down, Rupert."
Chad had a strong southern accent.
And like, that's it. That's the entire story. But whenever we first heard it, that was like the funniest thing to us. And now, occasionally, I will still go, "Calm down." And it's a reference to that one point in time, which was 1,000,000 years ago. And that's it. That's it. Like, that's the whole story. Man, that's fast to tell. It's true. Some things burrow into your skull and they just live there forever. Mm-hmm. But it's just a fun... I just love that. Calm down! That was also the same group of people. There was another guy in there, and I can't remember the other guy's name now because it's been too many years. But he would do ranch shots.
Yeah.
That's been a long time ago. That feels
and Chad
like
hated condiments.
And Chad hated condiments. Yeah. Anyway. I hope you enjoyed that slight diversion. We have not seen these people in 10 years, I bet. It's been a while. Oh my god, the grapes are so big.
I like the kiwi. It's been a long time since I've had kiwi.
I feel like I gotta eat the grapes first and get them out of the way because they're taking up so much of my mouth energy. Because you only got so much mouth energy. Lord of mercy. Did I do it?
Yeah, those were all the grapes.
Oh, thank God. I can enjoy the fruit salad now. You know, I would almost argue... I'm not so sure that grapes belong in fruit salad.
No, I think they do.
I'm willing to allow it. I like all of my... I'll tell you what. Denise says they do, melons don't.
I'd put melon in. But I like honeydew, and many people don't.
Okay, you know, whether you would judge, I'll allow it. Okay, here's what I think about fruit salad.
Steven rules it.
Here's what I think about fruit salad. If I'm having fruit salad, I want all of the parts of the fruit salad to be the same consistency. So as an example, in the fruit salad here, we got pineapple, we got raspberries, we got blackberries, kiwi, strawberries. All of those are like the same consistency. The grapes are a little bit harder. They have more of a crunch. They'd probably be fine if they were smaller. Mm-hmm. I wouldn't want apples. If you threw apples into this, it would completely ruin the fruit salad.
I don't think so.
I do. Mandarins,
I don't
totally fine.
I don't want bananas in it.
I don't
love bananas.
I don't want bananas in anything, but I agree because it's the same thing where it's too mushy.
Turn brown.
It's too mushy. That's too mushy for this. But apples, no, you don't put apples in here because it ruins it. You have a very specific consistency, a very specific texture going on, and you need to achieve harmony. So you don't put an apple in here. It's crunchy, that's crisp. Too bad. No, not going to do that. But mandarins would be a great addition to this. That would be really nice, and that citrus would just lift. It would lift. What else would go with this?
That's a really good mix your mom made, though, I think.
No, it is. It is. Partially because it doesn't have any apples in it.
Blueberries.
Blueberries actually would be fine in this. I know that you don't care much for blueberries, but blueberries would actually go good in this.
There is pineapple in it.
Yeah, pineapple's in this.
Cherries.
Nope.
Cherries have to be one of my
Peaches
favorite.
would be great.
Oh, peaches would be great.
Peaches would be great. You know why cherries don't go in this? Pits.
You come in half and de-pit them. They have a machine, and it's like, put the cherry, and it's like a spike, and it goes...
If it was de-pitted,
yeah,
I would allow it.
Yeah,
but
of course.
But if you were to if anyone would put something in a fruit salad that required you to take your time and spit things out, Jesus, no. What are you doing? You're just trying to give me extra work? I'm trying to enjoy a fruit salad. But if you could de-pit them, yeah, that'd be fine.
You want to read what's all off in there? Strawberries, blackberries, raspberries, pineapple, kiwi, grapes. Is that everything?
I wasn't paying attention, but yes.
I think that's everything in there.
Good additions to this. Peaches, mandarin oranges. You gotta work for your food. It's different. It's different. Here's the thing. Man, this all makes so much sense to me. I gotta explain it to all. Okay. You work for your food if you are in the I'm working for my food mindset. If you sit down and I just give you a bunch of nuts and a nutcracker, that's I'm working for my food mode. You don't give someone a bowl of fruit with the same texture and then throw in some random thing that's
that
like
you could choke on.
Yeah, like that. No. I should be a restaurateur because I got all these strong, correct food opinions.
See, I think it would be fun to have a restaurant, but it would have to be something like Jiro's Sushi Restaurant where you only serve 6 people a night and like that's it. I don't want to cook for a whole restaurant where people are coming and going. You show up at 7, I serve you what I'm serving that day, go home.
I'm not going to disagree. I like that idea a lot. The problem is, in order to keep a business like that running,
you have to charge crazy prices.
You have to charge crazy prices, which is going to be very difficult when you just open.
It's called a dinner party meal. Yeah, but...
Yeah, if you want to scratch that itch, it's easier to invite people over for dinner.
I know.
Instead of running a restaurant. Alternatively, you can invite people over for dinner and then don't let them leave until you charge them $700 each. Like, that's going to be $700. They're going to be like, I had a fruit salad. I'd be like, Anyway, too bad. Anyway, I'm glad that we talked about this because peaches would be a good fit. I don't know that I've ever had peaches in a fruit salad. I've had mandarin oranges and that would be really good. Now I'm really curious how it would be for peaches. Also, just in general, I haven't had a good peach in a long time.
We'll get some this summer.
Yeah, there's so many road stands here that have...
South Carolina produces more peaches than the state of Georgia, even though they're the peach state.
Correct. And we have good ones, man. I mean, like, you stop on the side of the road from some old farmer who, he literally got his stuff and he is parked there with his pickup truck. You give that dude $5, $10 or whatever and get a big old bushel of peaches. And they are the best peaches you've ever had in your life.
I like nectarines.
I like nectarines too.
I think I prefer nectarines.
To peaches?
Yeah. The skin I like better.
I like plums. Honest to God,
plums are so good.
Honest to God, they're too similar.
Hello, darling.
For me to like. I don't want to be like, they're the same, but they're the same.
Good morning, sweetheart.
They're same. Thank you, Radio Dread. So it's time for the clown test.
Come on, babies.
Noah says, I hate peach fuzz with a passion.
Hi, darling. Sweetie.
I mean, you don't taste it. Just don't think about it. Just think about the fruit meat inside.
We watched Johnny Harris. Is that his name? His real name?
That is a guy.
He does a show called Borders. And there was a video where he went to South America to like a farmer's market.
Yeah.
And like tried a bunch of South American fruits that like people in the US haven't heard of. And they all sounded amazing. And I want to do that.
It would be fun. I like trying foods. Sometimes, like for specific cultures, it can be a little scary sometimes because there are certain things that I'm not privy to.
Yeah.
But I try to keep an open mind.
We went to a supermarket in Japan by where we stayed last time, and we just walked in and bought strawberries, like not even the fancy ones, just plain strawberries, and they were some of the best dang strawberries I've ever had. And like, you know how Japan like does the fancy stuff. That wasn't even the fancy stuff.
Yeah. I now I want to eat. Now I want to eat a Japanese fruit salad. That's what I want to do. Yeah, agreed. Animal Crossing music coming on during fruit discussion is good. It's good timing. Anyway, I hope that we've inspired all of you to eat some fruit today. Fruit is good.
Hi, darling. Cute.
It's a good way to get some sweetness without some of the bad stuff that comes with ingesting sugar in other ways.
Good boy. You want to snuggle, I see.
And the fruit salad's nice.
Come closer. Do not kick. Let's snuggle.
Good boy.
Good boy.
Oh, we got Kepi's blood work results back too.
Yeah.
And he good.
He good.
His pancreatic levels are a little high, but he's fine. So the vet's like, well, he's fine. And I'm like, okay. Noted. So we'll probably, he's on like half dry, half wet food right now. So we'll probably shift it a little more towards wet again.
But he likes the dry.
He likes the wet too, you know. So we'll probably just shift it a little bit more towards wet. But he'll continue to get dry. It just won't be exactly half and half.
Yeah.
So he doing good.
Yeah.
Which is good.
Half wet, half dry, half churro tube. Churro tube.
I mean, not technically incorrect, to be honest. He is going to get that. For better or worse, there's going to be times where he gets the churro tube.
He wants one now.
Aw, Renee says Tristan's on 100% wet and now I'm chained to his food schedule. That's the one thing that's... Like, the auto feeder has been really great, and if you have a pet that can get away with eating dry all the time, buy an auto feeder. You will get, like, the amount of time that you will save over the course of, like, a year is immense. I mean, it's substantial.
We used to free feed, and then they started getting to be a little too heavy. But it was so great when we could do that. Yeah,
I mean, yeah, if you can do that, but, like... Most cats
can't do that.
Mm-hmm. Most cats are incapable of self-regulating. And our boys were good when they were kittens, and I guess while they were still, like, super, super, super active.
Yeah.
And then once they started to grow up a little bit, then they started gaining a lot of weight because they weren't as active anymore. That was a hard transition for them, too, because they were real confused when the food had to go away.
Chess said, auto feeders seem like a great way for Venser to get 3 cats worth of food every day.
Yeah, again, your mileage may vary depending on amount of cats and I don't know, veracity of cats. Could change things a little bit. But I know for us it's been helpful. Kepler got onto the schedule where he has to have a scoop of dry food in the middle of the night. And that's not great, but it is what it is.
How would have Sagan acted to Scoop God? Sagan would have figured out how to open it, and he would learn that if you hit the thing a little bit or shake it, some kibbles will come out, and Sagan would have never stopped hitting it.
Yeah, we would constantly be hearing the thing fall over. He would just be throwing it on the floor. Well, it's on the floor. He'd be knocking it over on its side in order to like get the food out.
Sagan was on his way to figuring out the food safe container.
Yeah, he understood that you had to screw it.
Yeah.
So
I have a video of him like trying to push on it and like stalking around it, trying to figure out like and like on the top of it trying to push.
Yep. That was a smart cat.
Yeah.
Very smart cat. Also, I didn't read this. We had 37 months from Spin a Trap. Thank you. I appreciate it.
I might post that video on TikTok later because I just found it the other day looking for a different video.
I think I'm going to try and get a shower before lunch.
Uh-huh.
So we could probably start wrapping up. Things I need people to know. Tomorrow we're returning to Pokemon, and the goal at this point is going to be like alternating Pokemon and Kirby each week. So, Pokemon tomorrow, and then Kirby next week, and just kind of go back and forth until we eventually beat both game. That's the plan. Aaron says, why don't more people shower at night? I like to shower at night.
I don't anymore because my hair is way too long.
I like to shower at night, but I honestly haven't done it in a long time. The advantage of showering at night is
my hair takes forever to dry.
Is that it helps me sleep.
Yeah.
If you can get your schedule in such a way where like you shower and then you go straight to bed, man, that can be a really nice way to go to sleep. But there's other considerations like your hair being wet or whatever. My hair dries basically instantly. Like I get out of the shower and I dry it off, and then within like 3 minutes it's like bone dry, and I'm like, cool, done. But if your hair's not like that, then yeah, it can be a problem.
Other things today.
Yeah,
my full video's out.
Yeah, Mouse full version is
and
out.
And the painting ends today.
Oh, does it?
In like 6 hours.
Oh, snap.
So after breakfast stream, I'm actually going to tweet my social post because I haven't done that yet.
Okay.
And say that.
It's real pretty in person.
Yeah, it is.
Like it's a very beautiful painting. Rito Sunrise. Do you know what time that ends?
6.5 hours.
So like 4-ish p.m.?
Yeah.
Somewhere around then? Okay. Well, get your bids in if you are interested, because it's ending today. So that's happening today. Pokemon tomorrow. Today on Stephen Plays, we are putting out the first 20 of the Star Wars game that we played on
Tuesday.
And some folks might be quick to point out, be like, first 20, doesn't that happen on Fridays? Nope. Nope. We've decided we're just going to put it out whenever. Because it probably makes more sense to just release it whenever. And if we can get it out sooner, which is closer to the launch of the game, might as well. And it's ready for today, so we're just going to put that out today. And then tomorrow will be whatever the alternative Kirby and Pokemon is. I don't know. Whatever the schedule says. Schedule's currently correct. Sure, gaslight all of us. I mean, historically, it's been true.
Yes.
But since we haven't been regularly creating First 20 content, it's now like, just really whenever. Like, if we have a First 20 to make, we'll make it, and we'll just release it whenever. And we won't worry too much about the intricacies in between. And that's fine. So, yeah, that'll be today, and we're releasing the First 20 in the VOD at the exact same time, just so when people watch the First 20, if they want to keep watching it, they can go straight to the VOD. And it covers the entirety of Episode 4, the New Hope Star Wars film. So it's nice because, like, it finishes a thing, you know?
Yeah.
So it's not like it leaves people hanging. It's like, if you want to watch me and Dan play the entirety of Star Wars Episode 4, you can. Like, it's all in there, including plenty of meandering and wondering, how do we get through this level? While Chewbacca is hitting the Millennium Falcon with a wrench. There's a bit of that. And that's it.
Yeah.
I think that's it.
I think so too.
Renee says, several minutes of, where are you? I don't know, where are you? Or, I don't know, where are you? Yeah, Dan did lose track of where I was and ask where I was. And I would tell him, like, there is a marker on screen that shows where I am. But he did ask me that about 10 times over the course of the entire 2.5 hours. I was like, Dan, where are you? I don't know. Where are you? I'm like, well, there's a marker. It's great. I think you'll like it. And it's this weekend's Codenames. Oh, it's a good Codenames. It's a good Codenames. It's the one where I was the...
Oh, yeah.
Where I'm the person again. The Spy Master. Whew! It's a good one. People who are very strict about the rules will really hate it, and they will be really angry with me. And you know what? I don't care. I am most interested in making a very entertaining video, and we did achieve that. We definitely did. The video's goal was achieved, but I can't wait to read the comments, and they're like, I am so sick of Stephen bending the rules to his whim. I'm like, you don't even understand what I'm doing, but it's fine. So yeah, enjoy that Saturday. Here's the thing, I don't care. And then that's it. That sounds right. And then, like I said earlier, patrons, be on the lookout for a Patreon video tonight. Emphasis on tonight. It won't be out in the day just because there's other things being juggled, but it'll be out. It'll be out this evening. And that's it. Okay.
Yeah, that's it.
Nothing else to announce. Thank you all for being here. Hope you have a wonderful Thursday. And I hope I get to see some of y'all tomorrow night for Pokemon. At whatever time that is. 8 p.m. Eastern for gameplay. Vlogs today if I can manage it. I will be trying, but my emphasis will be on the Patreon video. But I'll try and at least get something out. Work in progress. It's been
Bye, Gippy.
It's been busy.